In the name of Allah, the Beneficent, the Merciful, my dear friends, in the spoken English class evening session, we have got a couple of students. Rida and Mohammed are in front of me. They are ambitious to say a few words about one topic. One person would ask the questions, the other one is going to give the answers. Rida is asking questions in this exercise, and Mohammed is going to give the answers. Now, the topic is very simple, very important, and it's a day-to-day topic. The topic is none else except food and cooking. Everybody knows about food, and few people know about cooking. Cooking is an art, rather it's a science. There are lots of hundreds, rather thousands of cooking channels which are letting people know about how to cook different dishes, the desserts, and the fast food, and perhaps the keto diet, the diet plan, what is the good food, what is the bad food, how the food should be prepared, what is the difference between the food prepared at home, homemade food, in comparison with the food prepared in the restaurants. So we'll be talking about all these aspects today, and Mobile is ready to give the answers. So Rida, please start asking the questions, speak aloud, and hold the mic in front of your mouth, please. Thank you.
What are your most favorite dishes and where would you like to eat them from?
Well, I love to eat.
Oh, excuse me.
Well, I love to eat Asian street food, and I would love to have it a food street near to my home. So it's a kind of bit of convenient as well, because you have to think about the food and you can order it as well because it's near to my home and it's convenient to go over there. So yes, I like Asian street food.
Can you make your favorite dishes?
Yes, of course, because I'm a housewife as well, so I cook for the people in my home. So yes, I do know how to make different dishes, and yes, I cook them well.
What is the most favorite dish of your country and why?
Well, I believe nihari would be the most favorite among the other dishes, because I have a research on it, because I used to I did a lot of research on cooking, and I did a lot of research on.
Are you a food vlogger?
I wish to be, so that's why I started researching on Google what should be the most favorite dish for the people. So nihari was on the top of that whole list. So I would say that it's nihari.
What is your main meal of the day?
Well, anything which is served with tortilla, or what we say that wrap bread, and served with tortilla and a curry, that would be the main course of the day for me, because I'm not that kind of person who likes rice very much. So I'm more of a roti kind of person. So I love to eat wraps or roti and a specific portion of curry with it, and a salad with it as well.
Do you prefer eating at home or in a restaurant?
Prefer. Do you prefer eating at home?
Or in a restaurant?
Well, as I told you, I'm a housewife, so I often cook for my family. So I prefer to dine in any restaurant of my liking.
What is the most favorite restaurant and why?
Well, it's a restaurant near to my home. It's called Hadik Foods, and I like that because it's convenient to go. As I told you early on, that it's convenient to go, and it offers many variety of cuisines. It has Desi cuisine, Chinese, continental. So we can enjoy all the different varieties of food under one roof.
What do you think makes a restaurant great?
I think there are two or three conditions. One, the restaurants should be presentable. They should be delicate in their presentation, and of course the taste as well. But for me, the ambience of any restaurant, the environment, and how can we enjoy the vibe of the restaurant? I think that for me, that is the most attractive among all others.
What about the food range, cuisines, and perhaps the presentation of the food,
Yes.
and the aroma of the food,
Yes, that
and the presentation or ambience? You talked about
Yes,
it.
the delicacy of how they present it.
Okay.
Who mostly cooks at home?
Well, me, as I told you, I'm a housewife, and this is the third time I'm telling you. And me often cook for my family, for my husband, and for the people in my house. So me.
Who's the most popular cook in your family?
Well, I must say my mother, and she is the greatest of all. When it comes to food, she has her own chemistry with the food, and she knows how to cook and experiment with the different kind of vegetables and different kind of salads. What do we say?
Salads.
Salads.
Do you know any disadvantages of eating at restaurants?
Yes, there are many disadvantages eating in the restaurants. First of all, the quality of the food can be not good, and it can be compromised in many levels. And subsequently, you have food poisoning after dining in any restaurant. So I think many times restaurants, they offer a very small portion of food and the prices are very high. So the prices cannot be favorable for me as well. So I think that's one or two disadvantages dining out.
So it's not advisable to eat from the restaurants according to your opinion.
I would not say that, because I do like dining in restaurants, but
What are your top-notch, most favorite restaurants you like to say a few words about?
well, I would say that it's any restaurant.
For example, if you want to eat some crunchy, juicy chicken, fried chicken, what will your topmost priority?
That would be KFC.
Absolutely right. And but these days we are avoiding KFCs
Yes,
and McDonald's.
but so
And when it
this.
comes to wraps, what are the restaurants where the wraps are most tasty or
Well, it's the in the Mughalpura, I think the Lasani food, they offer best wraps, they're grilled wraps as well. So that they offer the good wraps.
okay, that's great. And the burgers, grilled burgers?
The same place. And if not the Lasani, it's a place in Malam, it's called, I think, Grill and Hor or something like that. So it's like that.
Hardee's, also this
I
one.
didn't try Hardee's till that.
You haven't tried the Hardee's
No,
yet?
I haven't tried it.
You must try it. But these days we are avoiding eating from
the
these
international
restaurant chains because of the Israeli concept and because of their atrocities which they are committing on the armless
We can try
Palestinians.
Pakistani brands as well. It's the cheesiest. It's one potato, two potato. These two are Pakistani brands.
Alfredo pasta.
No, one potato, two potato.
Do you like the pasta range, the Italian cuisine?
Yeah, I do love pasta, and especially
White sauce pasta or
yes,
red sauce pasta?
White sauce pasta. Always pasta should always be served in white sauce. I don't know where this red sauce comes from.
Okay, so you're not into eating the red sauce pastas. Great, thank you very much indeed. I wish you all the very best of luck. Please, you will leave the spot, and now you have got the questions. Have you got the questions? You will hold the questions, and somebody else will come and you will ask the questions, please. So please come on. So dear friends, now the next pair is that of Abdullah Ahmed and Mr. Waleed. They will start their performance, please. Here you go. Excuse me. Hold the mic.
Sorry. What are your most favorite dish and where were you like?
What are your most favorite dishes?
Dishes and where were you like to eat them from?
Actually, there is a lot of dishes I want.
There is a lot of dishes. There are a lot of
There
dishes.
are lots of dishes I want to eat, but
Wants to eat? I want to
I
eat.
want to eat, but the most favorite dish is biryani, and I really want to go to eat in the restaurant.
Okay, fine.
Can you make your favorite dishes?
No, I can't make my favorite dish, but my mother makes biryani.
My mother makes biryani.
My mother makes biryani so good for me.
What is the most famous dish of your country? Why?
I think the most famous dish of my country is biryani, and every people like.
Every person likes.
Every person like to eat biryani, and when someone come from abroad,
When someone comes,
from abroad, they also want to eat biryani.
they also want to eat. देखिए बेटा, आपने ही, शी, इट या एक नाम के साथ wants लगाना है, आई, वी, दे, यू के साथ want लगाना है, सिंपल. उसके साथ ऐसे इसका एडिशन नहीं करेंगे. शाबाश. ये बाजू नीचे रखें. Yes.
What is your main meal of the day?
The main meal of the day, I think it is breakfast. When we took breakfast, it gave me energy boost for my work.
Do you prefer eating at home or in restaurant?
I do prefer both because my mother really cooks the food good, and I also want to eat in the restaurant.
Shabash.
What is the most favorite restaurant? Why?
There is a lot of restaurant I really want to. I really
There
want,
is नहीं होगा ना, lots of लगा, there are a lot of restaurants.
There are lots of restaurant I want to eat. There, for example, ice cream restaurant, food restaurant, and burgers.
Ice
restaurant.
cream parlors होते हैं. No,
Ice cream
restaurant. Okay.
So there is a restaurant beside my university. The name of
University.
yes,
Beside my university.
beside my university, the name is Karachi Biryani, and I like it very much.
What do you think makes a restaurant great?
I think the staff behavior and clean environment and the taste of the restaurant.
The taste of the food presented at the restaurant.
Who mostly cooks at home?
Of course, my mother and my sisters cook in the home, and she makes very good food for us.
She makes very hygienic. Good को छोड़ दें जरा. Good को hygienic and
Natural.
you know, there is one more word I've forgotten about that. Anyway, okay. Instead of saying tasty, hygienic and tasty food,
Who's the most
delicious food, right?
Delicious food.
Who's the most popular cook in your family?
Of course, my mother is most popular in my home and also in my family. They cook so delicious food for everyone.
Do you know any disadvantages of eating at restaurants?
I think the basic advantage disadvantage is the staff behavior and the restaurant is hygiene or not, and the food taste of the restaurant.
So
Disadvantage. What are the disadvantages?
of eating at restaurant.
Yeah, it's unhygienic and it's not nutritious.
Nutritious.
And they don't take care of the cleanliness very much. The food is not so much clean sometimes. The oil they use is not up to the mark, and the standard of the food is not. And sometimes they are using the frozen items, and they actually mar the hygiene and the value of
We
the
also
food.
don't know about the chicken is
Halal or haram? Yes, that's right.
But we live here in
Yes.
Pakistan.
yes.
Why?
Yes, please do ask the questions now.
Now it's my turn.
Yeah, it's your turn now.
What are the most favorite dishes, and where would you like to eat them for?
Yes, well, my favorite dish is a lot of dishes, but one of my favorite dish is
One of the favorite dishes.
one of the favorite dish
Dishes is one of जब कहेंगे dishes में से एक favorite ये है. One of the favorite dishes is
is Kashmiri beef pulao. I'm like to eat.
like नहीं होता. I like to eat it.
I like to
Present
eat it.
indefinite tense में खाना पसंद करता हूँ. Present tense में इसे हमारा इस्तेमाल नहीं होगा. I like to eat it.
I like to eat it in different restaurants, in different tastes. So this way.
Can you make your favorite dish?
Well, no, I'm not make my.
I'm not make-
I
I don't make.
don't-
I can't make.
I can't make my favorite dish because I have no cooking experience.
I have got no cooking experience. Yes.
What is the most famous dish of your country? Why?
They have a lot of dishes in our famous dishes in our country, but in which one is famous is biryani, and other is pulao and sabji.
What is your main meal of the day?
Well, my meal of the day to eating heavy breakfast for energetic feel.
Do you prefer eating at home or in a restaurant?
I prefer to eating both. I prefer to eat both because sometimes we are tired to eating home daily, so we go to restaurants and eating some delicious foods and enjoy.
What do you think makes a restaurant great?
In my opinion, the presentations of foods and the environment of the restaurants are also makes the restaurant
There are also
is also
the environment of the restaurant makes the food.
makes the environment
Uh-huh.
environment good and make the restaurant great.
Makes the food and its taste make the restaurant look great.
Look great.
Who mostly cooks at home?
My mother mostly cooks at home.
Do you know the any disadvantages of eating at restaurant?
There are a lot of disadvantages eating in restaurant. As you know, we live in Lahore. In Lahore, we don't know when we eat something. We know now about his halal and haram, and we know now about the oil of this cooking is up to date and expired. So there are many disadvantages to eating in restaurants.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you very much, guys. You need to have a lot of improvement, but you're still working, making improvement. You need to have further improvement. See yourself, and I'm making, aware of the mistakes you are making repeatedly. Present tense ko theek kijiye. Isme you are making a lot of mistakes in your tenses. I would like to invite now. Thank you very much, guys. So, dear friends, they tried their level best to say a few words about questions and answers. And when answer was not up to the mark, the first pair, forgotten your name, Miss Mobile tried their level best to say a few words in a fantastic manner, but everybody else was struggling. So we are showing you everything which is happening in the class. There are some students who are on the learning phase. They will watch their videos after a short while, after a heavy practice of 1 or 2 months. They will see the changes, and when they will keep on working hard, then fantastic and a noticeable change will be observed. So this is really an important phase. They're learning, they're struggling, but we are showing you everything what is happening in the class, and wish you all the very best of luck. I will remain in contact and stay updated. If you have not been able to subscribe to our YouTube channel yet, please subscribe it, and we'll inform you about, in this way you'll be informed about all the latest videos which we are uploading here on our channel. God bless you all. Thank you very much indeed. Take care of yourself. Bye bye and Allah Hafiz.